What's up, guys? Zinigami here. It's the Admirals Event on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Yes, it's only the top 5,000 players of each of the 3 difficulties, so that is up to 15,000 players that are going to get a free legendary pull. Otherwise, if you're in multiple top 5,000s, we're not sure if you get to have multiple pulls, but it's likely that if you're in multiple 5,000s, you might only get 1 top pull. There are going to be so many people going for a top 5,000 anyways that I would just try to focus on 1. There's also Chopper Man missions if you do, and this is total for all 3 different versions. So this, like, I've done 3 total runs. So that's Akainu runs plus Aokiji runs plus Kizaru runs. So it's not like you have to do 50 of each. It's just 50 total to get that top reward. So it's 5 runs you get an Elder Turtle, 10 runs you get a gem, 20 runs you get a princess, 30 runs is when you get that new Sai Zoro. His details are on the database, and at 50 runs you will get 5 gems. So nice to get 5 gems like that. The first one we're going to be going over is 30 stamina Aokiji. Like some of my other videos that have a lot of events in a short amount of time, I'm going to be doing 1 run, then we're going to have a bunch of runs of some faster teams sped up, and then we'll go into the next one. So we're going to do the Akainu, then the Aokiji, then the Kizaru, then finally the Akainu. And for these, the 30 and 35 and 40 staminas, for Aokiji, he's actually like not that difficult. Aokiji is really, really easy. You can get by without using any specials. Kizaru is a little bit more difficult, and Akainu you need a little bit of planning for. There is a full list of characters that will have their stats boosted and cooldowns reduced. Remember, if their stats are boosted, their stats will be boosted by 1.5 times, and their cooldowns will be reduced by 10 turns. These are basically the people fighting against the Marines. So the Marines do not have their stats boosted like Akainu and Goku. They will not have their stats boosted and cooldowns reduced. Things like Luffy, Buggy, Namiel, Rakuyo, Thatch, Rayleigh, all those people will have their stats reduced. You can find a full list of who have their stats reduced on the video description, or you can go search for it on Reddit. But if I remember, I'll put it in the video description. If I forget, remind me. So with this team, we're not going to be using our Zoro special. The only specials we really want to use are our Mihawk and our Double Finger. You can also just swap out Double Finger for an Orb Manipulator instead and use that. Against Aokiji, you want to have level 3 Anti-Bind. And we really don't need to stall at all with this team. The name of the game is Faster Runs, not really because there's like a time crunch, but because you're fighting against other players, so you want to get, of course, as high as you can. Hey, look, it's the secret stage. Secret stage for all 3 difficulties is Blackbeard. He will silence your characters and boost his defense for 3 turns. So that completely slows down our run. I don't think I actually get to attack him for those 3 turns, so we'll end up taking a hit from Blackbeard here. So yeah, that's nifty. Blackbeard is a secret stage on stage 3. I guess I'll just look for matching orbs. And attacks for not much. He's more annoying than anything else. He's not too dangerous, but very annoying. There you go. His defense boost is gone. On stage 4, there will be a mini boss. The mini boss is different for all 3 versions. And so keep an eye out for that. Hina, it's either Hina or Smokey here. They both do the same thing. They'll bind your captain or your friend captain in your bottom right for 3 turns, and also reduce your chain by half. So if you had level 3 anti-bind here and some good matching orbs, you could kill her in 1 turn. But I did not, so I'm not going to be killing her here. You also can use... You might as well use your Zoro captain specials here, because you are not going to have them for the next stage. Because Aokiji is going to preemptively silence both of your captains for 2 turns. You can bring a silence reducer. Like I said, you won't really need that. He has... Where are my numbers? He has only 680,000 hit points. Silence there. He also cuts your health by 50%. Here we're going to be using Mihawk special, cut everyone's health. Double Finger to boost our Dex character's attacks. You don't need to use a boost like Doflamingo, although I might as well use that to move a magic orb on my Zoro. So Zoro can get that. And Killer would help get some matching orbs, but I don't have anything that Killer would work with. Kill your Aokiji, and then after that, finish off whoever survives after that. If you have a special that deals damage to enemies, that will also make it a lot faster. And these girls will heal. Nothing dangerous. So this is a very, very easy 30 stamina. It's a good way to start out. There are many more fast routines after this, but you'll see them right now. I'll see you guys on Kizaru. Against 35 stamina Kizaru, we are going to use a 6+ Rayleigh friend. Very specifically because 6+ Rayleigh basically counters all the bad things that Kizaru is going to do. Kizaru is going to bind our right column for 5 turns. He's going to paralyze everybody for 2 turns. And he's going to prevent debuffs to himself for 1 turn. He has 1.5 million hit points and attacks every 2 turns for 7,300. The mini-boss stage is Momonga or somebody else who I don't remember right now. And they will preemptively cut your health by 30%, prevent all delays for 3 turns, and attacks every turn for 3,000 damage. I don't know why I'm stalling, it's just out of habit. You're gonna paralyze, right? Yeah, you paralyze. Not worried. So remember, if you use characters with that are supposed to be here, or characters from the most recent Sealfest Bash, that their stats will be increased and their special cooldowns will be reduced by 10 turns, which is very, very nice for your fast runs. You only have, this event is only going to be around for 2 days, so you're going to want to get those runs done ASAP. The reason why like Mihawk is boosted but Doflamingo is not seems to be that if there are characters who fought for the Marines, the Marine side don't get their stats boosted. Only people fighting against the Marines. It's Momonga or Bastille. Okay, Momonga or Bastille. So we're gonna use Luffy special here just to do a little bit of damage to kill the guys on the backside. And he has about 400,000 hit points. So with your auto attack, you should be able to kill Momonga without anything else. Just Luffy for the damage. And remember, we want our Rayleigh to be on the left side, our friend Captain Rayleigh, because Kizaru is going to paralyze everybody for 2 turns. And bind the right column for 5 turns, which I only have level 2 anti-bind, but Rayleigh special takes care of that. Unfortunately, Rayleigh special doesn't deal damage to our enemies, but you know what does? A good little bit of Mihawk and a good little bit of Croc. Not quite enough to kill him. Ace will do. Ace will finish off. There you go, Ace. Thank you. And now we can finish him off with our regular attacks. If you stall for Doflamingo Special, you could always use Doflamingo Special also. And if you have a matching orb on Ace, just because Ace is a Free Spirit type booster, that does help as well. And on Akainu is the 40 stamina version and is significantly harder than all the rest. We are going to be using a double Enel team with as much anti-bind as we can get. Hey, come back here, Crush. So we only have level 1 anti-bind on this team, which is going to make stages 1 through 4 a little annoying because there are a couple guys that will bind you, but we'll still be okay because our Enel captains will heal us up for quite a lot. Some things you want to avoid on this stage is you want to avoid using fighter teams, even though I'll show you a fighter team after this probably, because on stage 4, it's possible for you to have the Doberman, and Doberman will lower your attack of your fighter characters by about 95%. So unless you like having your attack reduced by 95% for like 7 turns, you don't really want to do that. The other stage 4 can also be, it's Doberman or Onigumo. If you get Onigumo on stage 4, Onigumo is going to lower your chain by 90%. So that's what Hancock's for. So Hancock is easy way to counteract Onigumo, who will lower your chain for 99 turns. Whereas Doberman, his attack reduction is only going to be for about 8 turns, so you can always delay that out if you're using a fighter team. But here we're going to be... Actually, the Doberman on this team is going to be even easier, because we can delay out the Doberman either by taking hits or just moving on and finishing our hits with not Bellamy, because Bellamy is our only fighter on this team. And of course, Alvida is going to be used for her damage reduction. We're also going to use Coded Thousand Sunny for its damage reduction. Mihawk can be replaced with anybody else. He's just a blue stat stick. That's all he's there for. And Bellamy is going to be very useful because if you use any orb manipulating specials like Rob Lucci, the new Rayleigh that gives you all blue orbs, anything like that, Akainu is going to cut your health by 50% and give you all red and purple orbs. The same thing as his preemptive attack. Every other turn, Akainu will also rewind all your specials for one turn, so you basically have to burst every, either on turn 1 or 3 or 5 or whatever. And he will attack every single turn for 7,800. I don't need to stall this much. My specials are already ready. Remember, stage 3, you can always get the Blackbeard on stage 3, and he does hit for higher amounts, the higher difficulty you find him on. Like, if you find him on this difficult, on 40 stamina Akainu here, he will attack you for 7,800. Oh, here you actually want to leave only one alive, because these guys will randomly bind 2 characters for 3 turns. So either take them out or only leave 1 alive. Don't leave them 2 alive like I did. I'll just take another hit. It's okay. That's fine. You know what? It's an Enel team. Enel team doesn't care about how much damage I take. Easy peasy. So we'll heal up once. 3,800. And we can take him down and heal up at the same time. So let's see who we get on stage 4. Stage 4 is... Onigumo. Onigumo attacks for 4,300 every single turn. So he's not the most dangerous of people. Remember, at both Onigumo and Doberman, you can delay. They do not have debuff protection. And we're going to get him close to about 30%, because below 30%, he's going to attack us for 15,000 damage on his attack. If you can delay him, then you'll be able to avoid that 15,000 damage, because he only does that on his turn. And if you have a few matching orbs on this team, you can absolutely kill him while avoiding that. But if you accidentally do it, you can have enough health. That's why I'm keeping my health topped off, just in case. And if I get a blue orb on my Mihawk here, then I'll burst him on that turn. We're going to get him a little bit lower. That's pretty close. Come on, give me a blue orb on my Mihawk. Make it really nice. Blue Mihawk orb? Try it one more time. Try it one more time. Blue Mihawk orb, please. Blue... Oh, shoot. Well, don't get an option now. Now, we gotta kill him now. Alright, well... There you go. I guess we'll just take a hit from him anyways. I forget that Mihawk does 100,000 damage. That's a pretty nice chunk of damage there. So there's that 15,000 damage attack. So on Akainu, he's going to preemptively cut our health by 50% and give us all red and purple orbs. He's also going to have a one-hit Great Barrier for 99 turns. Here we're going to be using a Enel special to kill all the guys on the outside. You can also just attack if you have a high enough, just a little bit of damage and then high enough combo. But we're going to use Enel to kill everybody because our health doesn't matter right now. Alvida is going to reduce our damage taken by 90%, and we're just going to punch him a little bit. Do as much damage as we can, so that way things are a little easier later. Next turn, I'm really going to be saving those purple orbs, because purple orbs will count as matching orbs with Bellamy. He's going to rewind all our specials, except for our ship special, so we still have the Coded Thousand Sunny. So we're going to look for some purple orbs, while also doing a little bit more damage here. Akainu has 3.5 million hit points, so keep that in mind. Please give me some purple and blue orbs. Akainu, be a nice guy, please. And please and thank you. Alright, nice. So there we go. You can also not attack those turns and only look for orbs. That is totally doable too, but here we go. We got 4 matching orbs. And since my Bellamy doesn't have an orb, it's just like if I had the attack down from Doberman. because Doberman only affects our Bellamy on this turn. So just start with the Great. After that, doesn't matter. There you go. Akainu is down. He is by far the hardest of all three. Remember, the rewards are in total for how you rank compared to other people. As of right now, it has been about 3.5 hours after... Oh, 3.5 hours? 3.5 hours since the event started. And we are at... How many total? We are at a total of... That's not right. It's not 27,000. Refresh, please. 160,000 kills. The top player of Akainu is at 86. I'm at 1,900. I'm at 1,300 on here with 5 kills. And these numbers are all going to be changing like crazy. The top of Kizaru is at 109. And the top of the Aokiji is at 106, actually. So the Kizaru is the one that is the highest. If you're going to be going for these, good luck. I would recommend just focusing on one and going crazy, and not trying to focus on all three, because you're not likely to get in top 5,000 of all three. I've been Zenigami. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck, and y'all stay beautiful.